Hello and welcome to Mama Neva Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan and today is September 21st. This is episode 89 and it's 79 degrees when I wrote out my notes, so woohoo! I'm sorry if you're hearing my air conditioner. I can't really turn it off right now because then it will get warm in here. So, sorry, nothing I can do. It just makes a lot of noise. How is everyone? Today is the memorial for Charlie Kirk. I have not watched it because I didn't want to start crying before I did my show. So I will probably watch that after my show is over. Okay? So let's get started on what I've done this week, which is not a great lot, but I did my best. All right, so here is my memory blanket. And as usual, I have to find my square. So here's my square right here from last week. And so that was really pretty. It started going blue up here. Pirate, what are you doing? Sorry, Pirate's doing something. It started going blue up here. So that will be on my 10 stitch, which is coming up next. So, but before I show you my 10 stitch, I need to pick a color for next week. So hang on and we will go do that. Okay, here's my color. It's really pretty blue. Very nice. So I'm going to enjoy putting that on my blanket this next week. I'm still trying to get it put away. All right, so next I worked as usual with this, whatever's left over. I put on my 10 stitch blanket. Now, I've been doing a lot with making squares for the Battenberg, and we'll get to that in just a second. But what I had was a lot of little pieces of leftover from Battenberg squares. So I put that in here. So this was down here, so about right here, right there, and so this is all little scraps of Battenberg squares, and then here was my one from last week. That's what it turned into. And then I had a little bit more Battenberg that came up. So if I keep making Battenberg squares and putting the leftovers on here, this is going to get a lot of work. So, my Halloween blanket. I didn't work on it a lot this week, but I did do 2 rows. So here it is. And I know it doesn't look like anything, but this is 2 of the spider legs. So I think of you, Morgan, when I work on it. Anyway, so here it is. This is all I've gotten done so far. I'm hoping to get some more work done on it this week. You know, I hope to get a lot of work done on everything every week, but does that happen? And here's my high fiber diet coffee cup. I think of Kagi TM every time I drink out of it. Okay. Showed you my Halloween blanket. That is a G hook. My orange socks. Now, last week I was right here getting ready to do the heel. So I did the heel, and I've done about 15 rows, more than that. So I really want to get to working on these this week because, excuse me, the mal is coming to an end and it's time for me to finish these. So, last look. Okay. And I have been corrected. I said last week that the color of that was marigold, and I had never seen orange marigolds. And apparently orange marigolds are a thing. So I apologize. Alrighty, and the last thing I worked on was the Battenberg blanket. And I finally got it kind of squared off. So I did some squares here and here and here and here. And is there any over here? No. And then, so once I got it kind of squared off, I started on this. Oh, the air conditioner finally turned off. Yay. So I started, oh, you know what? That was wrong. This is once I got it finally, no. I gotta cut this out because I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So I finally got it squared off up here instead of being that way. And so now I'm starting to put squares. I feel like I've lost my place here. I don't know where I'm doing. No, that's not it. Down here, maybe. I hope this is right. Anyway, so now I'm starting to put more to keep it kind of squared. And what my plan is to put, is to make this first line as long as it's going to be, so I can get a better idea of how big this blanket's going to be. Okay, so I added, let's see, where are they? I added these two and these two, and I added these two, and then that one, and then these two, these two, these two, and these two. I think that's it. Anyway, so as you can tell with this, I mean, I just pick random colors, which is so crazy for me. I'm very much a methodical person. So, but what I also did, as well as, so my blanket now has 405 squares out of 1,600. Only $11.95 to go. Yay. Okay, so here is my box of color squares. Oops, sorry. That I pull from. Okay, and it was getting to be kind of slim pickings there. So I started working more on color squares, so I'd have a little bit more to pick from. So here's what I did this week. I think I did 10. So did that. A green and a yellow. Jessica's favorite color is green, so I try to put a lot of green in there. And then these two. So all of these will be available to me when I attempt to put some more white squares on there next week. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. Incoming. Okay. There was a lot of talk. Sorry for the crinkling. There was a lot of talk about, there's a place on Etsy that makes bracelets that have, they use Morse code and they say ugly things about people. And I didn't want one of those bracelets. But I thought I would get some cord. So I got some cord from Hobby Lobby. It's really nice because the lady that I made the shoes for, I'll see if I can find a picture and put it up here. But she gave me a gift card to Hobby Lobby. I was like, yes, thank you. That's the kind of thank you I like. So I bought this. I still have some more money on my Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to kind of hold on to that until I need it. All right, so I got this other thing in. I need to talk to you about this. So I love this pattern. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I want the pattern. I went on Amazon and I found somebody that was selling this pattern, but it was a bait and switch. Yeah. So instead of that pattern, I got this pattern. One of these things is not like the other. So very unhappy about it. So I have looked high and low, and I cannot find this pattern. If anybody can find this actual pattern, not a, you know, substitute that's not that good, please let me know. I want to make this Christmas tree, and I don't know if I want to send this back or try to make something out of it, but I'm not happy. So if anybody knows where I can get that pattern, please let me know. Alrighty. Okay, let's see where we are. All right. Mals. There's a lot of mals ending in like a week and a half. So actually the Tolkien mal ends tomorrow. So make sure you get whatever entries you have in for that. Moga, Make Orange Great, ends on September 30th. I got to get busy and get those socks done. Knits in White Satin also ends on September 30th. I Love the 80s ends on September 30th. So one more month for the Cowboy Sweater Cowl with Wiesel Knits. So one more month for that. And then starting October 1st, we're going to be doing the Puritan Fun Run. So that's where we use either 75% black, or this year they've actually kind of softened the rules a little bit. I know, right? And you can have dark gray. So if you want more information about the Puritan Fun Run, go over to Politically Incorrect Knitters, and they should have the information there. Okay. I will be on Knit Night tomorrow night. And so after Knit Night tomorrow night, on Wednesday morning, I go in for eye surgery. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be off work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know if I'll be like crafting like crazy or if I'll be sleeping trying to heal my eye. I don't know. So if I don't do enough next week that's worth doing a show, I'll put a message on there and let you guys know that there will be no show. Okay? All right. Happenings. I got to see all of my kids and some bonus kids. Jessica's birthday was yesterday, so we went to Fullerton and went bowling, and it was so much fun. And so our 6 in our family went, and then Jessica invited another couple and her sister. So my husband did not want to bowl because he was afraid he'd throw his back out. And it's a very real possibility with him. So I was like, you're good, don't bowl. But I bowled a little, and it was apparently quite amusing because they were making fun of my style. Nobody took a video of it, but it was basically I just walk up to the line and swing my arm and throw it. I did not get a strike this time, darn it. But I did manage the first one. I think I scored almost 70 points. But the second game, halfway through, I was like, I'm tired. Does somebody else want to take my turn? So they were kind of taking my turn for me. And some of them bowled really good on my turn, and some of them didn't. Jessica bowled for me one time, and she didn't get anything, either ball. And then she bowled for herself on the other side and got a strike. I was like, where was that last time? Where was that? So anyway, but it was a lot of fun, and it's, you know, I enjoy seeing my kids. So, show and tell, I didn't have anything. So my husband has given me another dinosaur. So this is a dinosaur that he made. And I don't know, I have a video of it doing what it should do, but its wings flap. So So he was cute, and he'll stay in here for the week, and then next week, if I don't have a show and tell, I'll get another dinosaur, I guess. I don't know. I think it's funny that he brings those to me. Anyway, that is all I have today. Thank you so much for coming by to visit with me, and I look forward to having you visit again. Bye-bye.